Hello friends, welcome to TeKnowledGeek. This is Akshay and I will help you to prepare for the toughest Big Data Spark interview questions. Today I will discuss about the type safety in Dataframe and Dataset in Spark and how it can help or obstruct you as a developer. Let's start and please watch till the end. So first thing is, what is type safety? Any programming language prevents the type error by validating the data type of a variable while compiling and throws an error when we try to assign any wrong data type. Now in Spark, when the Dataset API was introduced, the value proposition was the ability to use the functionality of the data frame in a type safe manner. So, conceptually, you can think of data frame as an alias for collection of generic object dataset of row, where row is an untyped JVM object. Dataset, by contrast, is a strongly typed JVM object dictated by a case class you define in Scala or Java. So, for data frame, each row is an untyped JVM object, and in dataset, that is a strongly typed JVM object by using the case class. So that is the schema defined, and you can access the fields of that schema without any issue of the type safety. Now let's see the behavior of dataset and data frame about type safety with some example. So first we will create a case class like mask usage. So that is based on the mask usage by county data on the COVID-19 data provided by Databricks datasets. So I have created here 6 fields. One is the county code, and there are 5 different kind of data like who wears always mask, who frequently wears mask, and who sometimes and who rarely or who never wear mask. So these are the percentage value of the whole population based on the county. So this is a case class I have created. Now I will read the data, and using this schema I will create a data set. So this is a Spark read command from the CSV file, and I have used the same case class here to create the data set. So if you just create this data set, you see this data set is now in collection of this mask usage case class. So you see this data set is a collection of this mask usage case class, and all the fields are accessible without any type error. So if I just create a data frame as well out of it, then that will not create this collection of case class. So let's create a data frame here. So here you can see this is not a collection of mass uses. So this is like a row of data set. You see this is like a row of data sets where row object is an untyped JVM object. So we'll see that, and now let's check the print schema. You can see both of them are having the same schema. So you see this is the dataset schema, and same thing you can check for the data frame schema. And now you can check the data as well, like display. So this is the data. Now what I want to do here, I will create a filter operation like df filter. So this is the new data set I will create, applying filter to this data set, and I will create like d dot, you say I want to you have the data for this county code only. So I have d dot county code is equal to, and here everything is a string, so I will have this only. You see that this filter is applied without any issue. It's not creating any issue for the type safety, and we can directly uh, use the fields of this case class. So if I display the result, I can see this will display the result perfectly. Now if I replace this data set with the data frame, then the same filter create the type safety error. So now if I replace the data set with the data frame and apply the same filter, I will get the error like this county FP is not a member of this row object. So row is an untyped JVM object, and that is creating the issue. So I need to always typecast before using the filter. So it will like, so now if I typecast, I will get the correct data. So now if I just display, it will give me the same result as the data set. So you are now clear about why I need to typecast in case of data frame, because it's a collection of row object only, that is the untyped JVM object. But in case of data set, so that is a collection of the case class you have defined. But you can observe that the transformation I have used will not change the schema. So that's why you can use these fields directly in case of data set. So now the transformation I have used here is not a transformation which will change the schema. Now let's see if I use some transformation like map which will change the schema, what happened to that case class you have defined. So create a new data set and map it. So I have taken these two fields only, count TFP and never, and see this case class is now no longer valid. So it's a collection of string and string objects. So in that case, if I want to use the filter, I cannot use the fields of the schema I have defined using case class. So it will create an error and it will say that count TFP is not a member of this object string comma string. So in that case, I need to use like _1 or _2. So that is giving me the data. So now if I display the result, it will give me the correct result. So to sum up, Dataset provide type safety and compile time checks only when the transformation do not change the schema you have defined for the data. But that is a rare case. So most of the time the transformation applied on the dataset create the new schema, and if you want to do the compile time checks, you need to define multiple case classes to justify your compile time type safety checks. But if you end up creating multiple case classes for doing these compile type checks only, so that is not so good and robust type safety checks, you can say. So yes, you can say that data set is type safe and there are compile time type safety checks happen in case of data set if you compare it with the data frame in Scala or Java, but that is not so robust. Thank you for watching this channel. Please stay tuned for the next video.